Hello and welcome. I'm Megan, and this is the Lifestyle Edit, where we talk about all things having to do with real life. Today, I am sharing part 3 of my travel series where I am getting ready to go on vacation to Europe. And I have been sharing what I'm packing, sometimes why I'm packing it, and of course, how I'm packing it. Today is that third installation video where I am sharing my carry-on suitcase and everything that's going in it. So if you're interested, I know this is going to be a little bit longer, so make sure you grab a drink, grab a snack, and let's go ahead and get started. This video is definitely a little bit different than what I normally do because I'm usually behind a desk. Once in a while, I am in my sitting area, as I kind of like to call it, my reading area. But today I am in our guest room and I am going to do my very best to show you what wardrobe I am taking with me and how I'm packing everything into my carry-on. So first, let's talk about the carry-on and then we'll get into everything else. So I have the Travel Pro Max Light V2. It is their second version of their Max Light. It is the hard-sided polycarbonate siding. It is exactly 22 inches by 14 inches by 9 inches if you count, I believe, the feet, because those do stand out a little bit more. And when you look at dimensions, they do count from the top to the bottom of the rollers on a suitcase. So for international, this is the size that tends to fit the most, but you do want to check with your specific airline to be, just in case, to make sure that you are following compliance with those. They also have a weight limit. The current weight limit for the airline that we're using is 22 pounds, but we paid for the larger baggage, and so we can actually go up to 33 pounds, which is nice. The other thing is our airline allows for, I believe it's 22 by 18 by 10. So that's a very good thing, because when I packed this the other day, I realized that I had to unzip the expansion of 2 inches. So instead of this being 14, I'm actually unzipping it to make it 16 inches this way. It does have the extendable handle. It locks in that short position and then it locks in the top position. That may not be the most comfortable for everyone because we're all different heights. I don't particularly mind it. There is a handle here on what you might call the top. And of course it is a little lopsided because it's not in the middle. It's, to one side. And there is a side handle as well. Again, it's on, it's off to one side. It's not in the middle because of the zippers being in the middle. And then this does have the TSA approved lock here. You can set your own combination and allow for that. And it does have some very quiet 360-degree movement wheels. So this is very nice. I do believe it comes in several colors. I stuck with black because I like it and they didn't have purple. If you haven't seen my previous videos, I will have those linked in the description box down below. But I do mention that I ended up buying new luggage for this trip and for future trips because my luggage that I used last time, the zipper on the suitcase actually broke. And so I just want to make sure I don't have any issues with my carry-on because it's basically holding everything I need. So now that that's taken care of, we are going to focus on what I'm putting in my suitcase, specifically my wardrobe, and then I'm going to show you how I'm actually packing it all together and how it fits. So give me just a second and I'm going to unpack this and show you what I've got. To begin, I am actually going to show what I am wearing to the airport because I will be able to wear this outfit throughout the trip, but I'm also going to share why I'm wearing this. To give you a better idea of maybe what might work for you if you're trying to figure out what to wear. So first of all, and you can't see them, so I'll see if I can find a picture and put them up here on the screen, but I am wearing my boots. These are all weatherproof, great traction, non-slip that I picked up earlier in the year. I wanted something because we are going to do a little bit of, I don't want to say hiking because I think it'll be more like trails and things like that. We are going to see some amazing things when we're over in Scotland. And I wanted something that would be able to handle the weather and the terrain. So I do have a pair of, and they're like a charcoal gray boot. So I'm wearing those because they are bulky and there's no way they'd fit in this suitcase if I was wearing my other shoes. But I'm only taking two pairs, or I'm wearing one and taking one because I just am trying to be minimalist. The other thing that I'm going to share is I have this Tommy Bahama chambray shirt jacket. It looks like a denim jacket, but it is more like a chambray shirt. It's very thin. It's very light. It does have the unfinished hem at the end around the bottom. And it's just great to throw on for any occasion. And I figured wearing it on the airplane is going to keep my arms covered. I do also have a Columbia fleece that I'm taking with me, and I will have that accessible on the plane as well. And then I have this black two-piece outfit. Now it is sleeveless, but it has kind of the mock turtleneck, and the bottoms have an elastic waistband. Let me see if we can focus a little bit lower, probably not too much, but it does have an elastic waistband and it does have pockets, which are nice and comfortable and they're not too small. And then it does have, they're short on me, so they're probably a 24 to a 25 inch inseam, and they're loose. They are not tight at all, but they feel like sweats without looking like sweats, which is what I particularly like about them. So this is an outfit I've seen in many Instagram accounts that's comfortable. I got it off Amazon, but it washes well. It's comfortable, and I think it'll be great for being on the plane. I also think that this will be great for any of the outings, no matter where we end up, because it doesn't look like I'm wearing sweats, but it's comfortable. And with the jacket, I think it just adds a little something to it. So it does look put together. I am not going to put my jacket back on because I'm a little warm. For packing, I decided that I was going to use packing cubes. And I really do think these are helpful. I actually watched a couple of videos on how to use packing cubes so that they work for what you need, because apparently people find them difficult to use or they don't always work the way they want them to. And I think it is important to make sure that if you're going to use something, you know the purpose of it and how it actually works so that you're getting the most out of it. So these are actually compression packing cubes. They have a zipper that goes from top to bottom, so it goes around 3/4 of it and it kind of opens like a book. And then it has an additional zipper that you also want to unzip the entire way around, and that is what compresses it once you have everything together. So this small one, it does have an S on it. This is the Epica brand, and I'll link these below. I actually think that I found these from another YouTuber that I like to watch. And this one shows socks. So instead of socks being in here, because I ended up putting those in my sneakers that I'm taking with me, I put a pair of tights. They are fleece lined because it will be much cooler. And I am packing a dress. And I have two belts. I have a swimsuit and the rest of my undergarments. So I have everything in here. It does have a handle, so it's, you know, easy to pull out of the suitcase. And this is already ready to go. It's already compressed and it fits very nicely. So the next part that I have is pajamas. I have this 3-piece set. I probably don't need that much, but these are long pants that have that jogger style at the bottom so that it sits at my ankle and it doesn't go below my heel. Sometimes I don't like that because it drags on the floor because I'm not very tall. So they are a little loose and baggy on me, but that's how I prefer, you know, my loungewear. And it comes with a sleeveless top in the same color. Now, one of the things you want to remember when you are packing cubes, at least the way that I used them in this instance, is you want to fold everything the same width and height of the packing cube. That way you're using the entire amount of space and just stack everything up so that when it goes to compress it, it presses everything flat. And then, because I'm sure I will be chilly, it does come with a duster in the same matching color. So basically I'm wearing, you know, 3 pieces all same color, but it'll be nice loungewear. I've seen, I bought this on Amazon too. I forget. I think I saw it on Instagram, and I've seen where people are wearing this out and about with heels or sneakers or whatever. So if I wanted to wear this to breakfast, I probably could if we're eating in the hotel or something like that. But this is really just loungewear for my own privacy. And then I have 4 pairs of pants. I know that may seem like a lot, but I am not taking jeans. I'm taking some lighter fabrics, and you know, I wanted something that looked nice that I could wear with sneakers or these boots. So these are all straight leg options. These I bought on Amazon. These are by the brand G4 Free. And this is the navy pair. It has faux pockets in the back. It does have kind of a high rise here. And it has 2 pockets, so one on each side. And it does have the faux fly here. It's not sewn in, it is actually. So it kind of looks like they are trousers. And I just thought that these would be nice and comfortable. These are slightly lighter weight, but they're not like the light and flowy summery type fabric. They are a little bit thicker than that. So I think I'll be okay with these, especially if I'm wearing boots or something, or I wear my higher socks. So these will be great. I have it in this navy color, and I also have them in black, of course. These next pants I actually bought from Ann Taylor Loft, and I wasn't sure if I was going to like these, and I was worried how they were going to fit with the boots, but they actually fit very comfortably. They look great with the boots. They look great with my sneakers. And these, of course, are the navy pair. There's no back pockets, and they are a little bit more of a higher rise. I got the medium petite in these. They have the little side zipper, and they just have this like middle stitch right down the middle of both legs. But this is a ponte pant style, that ponte material. So it is a little bit thicker. It does have a little bit of stretch. And I just thought that these were going to be nice and comfortable. So I got them in blue and I got them in black. They were having a special. Otherwise, I probably would have just gotten 1 pair. So that is what is in the first bag. So in the second bag, this one is a little more, well, it's probably just as stuffed as the one with the pants and the PJs. I have 3 sweaters. 2 of them are Banana Republic. So this is a crew neck, cream colored, maybe more of an ivory colored lightweight sweater. It's called the Forever Sweater. I've seen and I've bought these before in the past. They wash really well, they hold up really well, and they're very comfortable. And they're lightweight, so I can layer these with something else. I could put the denim shirt over it, or I could wear them as is, depending on the weather. I also got it in this kind of pale peachy pink shade that's really nice, and this one is a V-neck. The V-neck is not too low, so I don't have to worry about feeling self-conscious, which is great. And then I also have this gray V-neck sweater. I got this from my friend's boutique, Birch and Iris. And this is also a lighter weight, so I thought this would be nice as well. And another layering piece that I thought would be comfortable and lightweight is I have 2 lightweight turtlenecks. I have this white one from Athleta. It is a turtleneck, but I feel like the turtleneck part is a little short. It's too short to like fold over to be a regular turtleneck, but it's too tall to be a mock turtleneck. It's kind of a strange width, but this one is meant to be cooling or warming depending on the weather and your body temperature. And then I also have one in black. It is not Athleta. This one you can tell has that longer turtleneck style. So this one will be a little bit different folding. And this is from a brand called Splendid. I am not sure where I got this turtleneck, to be honest with you, but there it is. I have it. I thought I got it from Dillard's, but I don't think that's the one I got from Dillard's. I don't know. Anyway, I am taking these because I can layer these underneath the sweaters. I can layer it under the chambray shirt. Either way, or I could just put them under a fleece. I also have this dress. It is sleeveless and it does have that crew neck collar. It zippers down the back and there's no pockets, nothing like that. I actually wear this to work. We have kind of a dress casual dress policy. So it does come down just above my knees. And I thought this would be nice for dressier occasions or if we're going out to dinner and it's something a little bit nicer. I am bringing a pair of tights, I think I mentioned, and they are fleece lined. So that should help keep my legs warm. And I can wear this with boots. You know, I could wear one of the turtlenecks under it to kind of dress it up and add an extra layer of warmth. But I also have, which I'm very excited about, is I have this 100% washable silk shirt from Quince. Now, this video is not sponsored. I did not get this for free. I purchased this with my own money, but I have to say this shirt is gorgeous and I'm going to buy more. I'm going to wait a couple of months, maybe ask for it for Christmas. But this blouse is wonderful. Now you can see it's a little wrinkled. I did steam it before putting it in the bag, but it's been in this bag now a couple of days. And so it is a little wrinkled. This is super comfortable. And I think this will look really cute under that dress to dress it up. I can also wear this under most of the sweaters. I can wear it under the jacket to the chambray shirt to dress it down, or I could just wear it under the fleece if I just want to wear it by itself. So I think this will go great with any of the pants, but probably mostly the Ponte pants is what I anticipate wearing this with. And the last clothing item that I have, again, this is not sponsored. This is the Quince modal t-shirt. That's a v-neck. I got it in the white with the black stripes. They actually look navy. But I think no matter what I wear it with, you're not going to be able to tell. So you tell me if it's black or navy. I thought it was black, but right now it looks kind of blue, especially against my shirt. So we will see. But I have to tell you, this is a perfect fit for me. And I was super surprised. So the V-neck itself, hopefully this doesn't bother the microphone, but the V-neck itself is not actually this low. And I don't have to worry about feeling like I'm showing too much. And it's surprisingly almost perfect in length. I say almost because I'm very picky, but it could actually be perfect because I can tuck this in and not feel like there's too much extra fabric. It's also a teeny tiny bit loose on me, so it's not super tight. I don't know if you guys have ever gotten one of those, you know, t-shirts. I have a couple from Tommy Bahama. They're beautiful. They're a nice thicker material, but they are very form-fitting. And so sometimes I don't feel comfortable in them because I want something that's just a little bit looser, a little less, you know, form-fitted, and this is perfect. So when I was on their site, I believe their shirts are roughly, their t-shirts, at least these modal ones. I got a medium because they don't come in petite. I think this was $15, but if you do one of the bundles where you can get 3 t-shirts and you can pick different colors, they're discounted at $12 a piece. So I think that's amazing. And they do have other kinds. They have 100% cotton and some others. I honestly don't know what the others were. They might have had a linen blend. I'm not sure. They had some tank tops and things like that. So I am interested in trying some more, but I got this, you know, because the stripes are kind of Parisian. And so I just wanted something like that. And yeah, I'm excited about this. So now I have to try and get all this back in the packing cubes. So I'm going to see if I can do that. All right, I'm going to share a couple of other items with you that I am packing in my suitcase that is in addition to the clothing I just shared. So one of those is a pair of slippers. I got this pair off Amazon. They're nice and soft, and they are a little plush without being too plush, if that makes sense. They do have a nice cushion. They have a nice sole, and they are flexible. And I made sure to get a pair that is machine washable just in case, because I know there's going to be some cold weather or much cooler weather than what I'm dealing with in Florida right now. I do have a pair of gloves. I think I got these off Amazon too. I think they're by one of the brands that they actually, these are Champion. They are fingerless, but they do have the mitten part to cover your fingers, but I wanted something that would be easy so I could access my phone. And you can actually clip them together if you want. And there's even a little on the thumb. You can even take that apart. I guess I could put this on and show you what it looks like. It might make things a little more visually easy. I don't remember if these came in sizes or not, but this is like the perfect fit. And then this actually exposes your thumb if you want. Now it is sticking out, so you know, there's that. And then if you want to cover your fingers, you can do that. And it, you can move them around and it's not really coming off. So that makes it nice. I also have this small bag with my makeup brushes inside. I believe it also has my hair ties and a couple of hair clips. So I have these hair ties that some of my family gave me for my birthday. And like I said, my makeup brushes are in here. I did want to take the Louis Vuitton pouch that had the brushes in them, but it just ended up being a little bit too big for the space I had for these. And so I ended up putting my Louis Vuitton brushes in this bag because it fits a little bit nicer. And I'm going to show you how it fits shortly. This bag has laundry detergent sheets in it. So I purchased these. I believe the company is called True Earth. I found them on Amazon, and they are supposed to be better for you because they're in strips and there's no water. You actually add these to your laundry, and when it mixes with water, it creates the soap, or it turns this into like a foaming soap. So I bought some that are unscented because of my sensitive skin. I've just put them in this resealable, reusable plastic bag. And I'm going to put those in the suitcase so that I have those for washing. You can use these, I believe, in the sink with water, or you can use them in a washing machine. We are staying at an Airbnb at one point, and so I made sure that one had a washing machine just in case, so we'll see how that goes. And of course, you can't go anywhere in Europe without having the right adapter. So this is not a converter, so this does not work with converting voltage, but this one is specifically for being able to charge smaller tech devices. I could not use this with, say, a hair dryer or a curling iron or something if I brought it from over here. So this one is by Tesson. I don't remember where I got this one. I got my husband one, or he bought one by Epica, which I believe is the same brand as the compression cubes, the packing cubes. But I took this one last time and I didn't have any problems. The one thing, even though this is a little bulky, that I like is that you can use this in multiple places. So the first one is for the US and Australia. Apparently we have the same type of plugs. The second one is for the UK. So this one has the three sort of flatter rectangular plugs. And then the third one is for the EU. And that one, I believe this is what they use in France. So we will get to use that one. And then you just, this would be for overseas, I guess, some of their different types of plugs. I think this holds different kinds. It just looks kind of funny because it's adaptable to each one depending on which one of these you're using. But it does have a USB-C here. It has two USB-Cs here and then two USB-As. So this will be able to charge my phone, my smartwatch, my tablet. I'm not taking my laptop, so this should work for all of that. I am also bringing the rest of my toiletries with me. And like I said, I have a rain jacket. So I'm going to try and pack all this so that you guys can see it. So as you can see, clamshell opening. There are two zippered and then there's a little zipper pocket here. I am going to put the laundry sheets in there. And when you open this side, this is the bottom part of the suitcase that has the trolley sleeve or the trolley handle. So that's what these are. So this, I'm going to place things in here to help with space. And then this one is the top and it's just one big flat compartment. All right, so after opening this up, I also had to unzip the extra space here. It does zip all the way around, but it does give you an extra 2 inches of space. So we're going to throw the gloves in here. We're going to put the slippers right here in the middle to try and flatten this area out. Our adapter, and then the makeup brushes will go there. So we're going to put this bag in here and this one here. I think we're going to swap those around. These are a little bit heavier. These must be the pants. There we go. Now we've got the space. So now we can zip this. And I usually put the zippers in the middle. You can obviously pack them however you want. But this side is full. It's done. So on this side, I have my undergarments and little items here. Oh, I forgot to show you my sneakers. So I have these Echo sneakers. They're in kind of, I don't remember if it was called an almond color, but it's kind of an ivory color. It has the white sole. They do have these little sort of bubbly things on the bottom for traction, and they are leather. I actually cleaned these up as well as I could, and I sprayed a protector on them so that they would hopefully stay nice and clean. And if I do get on anything on them, they'd be easier to clean. And then I have 2 pairs of socks in both of these. These are a little bit taller socks that go probably mid-calf, and then I have 2 pairs of socks here in the top that are for these shoes specifically, and they are cut at the ankle, I believe. So these are actually going to go in, let's see, here on the side. All right. And then we have these 2 bags. So with this one, the handle of this sticks out just a hair. I'm going to put that one in first so that it's in the middle, and I don't know if you can see that, but the handle is actually kind of right here where the shoelaces are. So it's not really interfering with anything. And then these I'm going to put here And that should kind of not smush, but it should have some room to um, flatten out a little bit because there's a little bit less in that bag. All right, so we can zip this side as well. And last but not least is this rain jacket. Now I'm not going to open this because I have folded it twice now to get it where I want it to be. I will pop a picture of it from Amazon so that you may see it. But I really like this jacket. It's not too long. It does have a little bit of weight to it, so it's not the lightest weight jacket, but this will help. And I ordered a large and I tried it on, and I can actually wear my Columbia fleece underneath this comfortably without it feeling too tight in the arms, which is nice. So we're going to pull this over. Zip this up. You snap these in and make sure that they're not on the code so that they don't come out. And there we have it. And I know that this is pretty tight fitting, so let me get my scale. All right, so my husband kept the scale close by because he's packing his stuff over there as well. So you just attach it to the handle like so, and we're going to turn it on. I'm going to put it on the floor to see if I have reached capacity because I'm almost positive that I have. It says that it's 21.4 pounds. So that's amazing because that means I don't have to worry about it being too big, which is great. So there you have it. That's everything. I can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to this trip. And by the time you see this video, I don't know if I'll be back yet, but I wanted to make sure that I had all of these packing videos, all of these things to share with you in case you're going on a trip or you are thinking about going on a trip and you're not sure how you're going to get everything to fit, what kind of luggage to get, what kind of stuff to take with you. You know, there's so many aspects that go into it. But if you do all the prep work, then it's a little bit more peace of mind when you're on the trip. And hopefully that will give you, you know, the mindset to be able to enjoy your journey. One thing that may help that I didn't do very well, but it wasn't something I had to do is if you don't have sensitive skin, if you don't have issues with, you know, using certain shampoos or conditioners or soaps or things like that, all hotels have that kind of stuff. So you don't have to take those with you, or you may be able to get bar versions of those things. They have bar shampoo, they have bar conditioner, they even have bar lotion if that's something you're interested in. And of course, you know, hotels and even some Airbnbs, you can check with the host if they have those types of products so that you don't have to carry them with you. So that's something to keep in mind that may help lighten your load or give you a little bit more space while you're packing, is converting some of those over so you don't have to worry about it. It also depends on how long your trip is. You may not need a razor. You may not need that many contacts. You may not need contacts at all. Maybe you don't plan on taking makeup with you because you don't want to wear makeup. You know, maybe you're going to the beach, so you don't need makeup, something like that. You know, there are many ways that you can adjust what you're taking with you. You can swap liquid foundation for powder foundation, and then you don't have to worry about that aspect as much either. So I really hope that these videos help you guys. And if you have any questions, or if you like more details maybe about where we went or we stayed, I'd be more than happy to help you with that. Send me a message, leave me a comment, or send me a message on Instagram. I think my email is linked in the description box as well if you want to send me an email. And I will have plenty of videos coming at you after I return, and that will probably carry us into the holidays. So I really hope that wherever you are having a lovely day. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I hope that you will consider subscribing and joining me in my little corner of YouTube. Please remember to be kind to yourselves. Please be kind to others. And I will definitely see you in the next video. Bye, guys.